The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Tatooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar. You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continued to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened. strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Czerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. I assure you that the fee is not negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world. No, I'm sorry, but we have to charge something. Maintenance is expensive out here. I thought you would. Without these fees, Czerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? That's not much information. Could you tell me more? You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Czerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look. I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it. I'm sorry. It's not really a big secret, but my superiors don't like people talking about it. Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals. The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate. Not personally, but they've given Czerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it. It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Czerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in the central anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them. As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tong abuk sha nak nong.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nik ton chun chun ki nemolek rabest. Uf mala nibo kurk.
My mother's condition?
Ti umpa do punta krita. Ak ti konto una chaba chisa wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chichan kun green kanchan tu pro. Bok wala no bok cha. Nichi konchuva kin lota itakun.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chika don mulaka watayuma ka wamahona nek. Ashanti don unumani patoka wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chi wak aitakanki, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira filai kuka, ki mulira kun kin, tong hituama act ikotune, chi wak aitakanki chana chupornibo, kun muriras nimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji human act in ikatune baba Hassan shan no ba murira tilai kuka ki murira chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo kun muriras nimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji human act in ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chula muri ra tangi wama jiko na tongki pa nonku nek abog achua penki yun patisa ti chuba jikot ka naga kingu mwa muri ra dwana kinba nikcha lora kun baba Hassan shan no ba murira tilai kuka chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tune chula murira tangi wama jiko na tongki pa nonku nek abog chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo kun muriras nimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human act in ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chula murira tangi wama jiko na tongki pa nonku nek abog chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo kun muriras nimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human act in ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chula murira tangi wama jiko na tongki pa nonku nek abog Baba Hassan Shan. No ba muri ra tilai kuka. Ki mu. Smilia! Pingkuin ko ka! Patoga yak fuli ko kala Gigi!
Papuelta, Colo Luz, Divan Rebut, Nikel Remote. Bundasta Sierpa, Ufta Gel Chief, Colo Luzta. Papuelta, Colo Luz, Divan Rebut, Nikel Remote. Papuelta, Colo Luz, Divan Rebut, Nikel Remote. Luftadan Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa. Wooden Tooth Black Fandigo Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa, Badino Gan Gelfa. Papuelta, Colo Luz, Divan Rebut, Nikel Remote.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. Cheaper? Please, it's all I have. I need the credits. Can't you pay the 500? Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
What was that all about? Are you going soft on me?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference. For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Ciao baso, Chino morirà nel bubo, Tonkimba, no kunyeksak. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna morirà, tangi wama jikona. Tongki pa non kunek abog, chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Kun morirà snimo poiwanga, tangi wama ji, human ak in ikatune. Baba Hassan-shan, no ba morirà tilai kuka? Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna morirà, tangi wama jikona. Tongki pa non kunek abog, chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Kun morirà snimo poiwanga, tangi wama ji, human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna morirà, tangi wama jikona. Tongki pa non kunek abog, chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Kun morirà snimo poiwanga, tangi wama ji, human ak in ikatune. Baba Hassan-shan, no ba morirà tilai kuka?
Ako pa, Czerka pa? Sino morirà king paita, kislimo po duama? Mucho siak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Takom jus dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Tolpa da pongwale kando na guguchuchut. Kabadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanay kuchu. Awaga boska chokola. Mucha shag pangka. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Kachikun ita hodonga, iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kun kabe. Takom jus dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Mucho siak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Ako pa, Czerka pa? Sino morirà king paita, kislimo po duama? Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Takom jus dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Mucho siak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Mucho siya pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Takom juz dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Mucho siya pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Takom juz dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Mucho siya pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Takom juz dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Mucho siya pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Takom juz dak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong nabung siya nununya. Dong patukas magtalea.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt desert raid. I don't babysit. Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out banthapats, but thanks all the same. My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays? I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet. I don't go telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word, though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey. Just watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there. If that's what you want, I'm not sure what you hope to get out of me, though. You'll have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though. Good hunting.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Oh, of course. Who put you up to this, my wife? I meant what I said about having no credits. Well, my name is Tanis, and what I do is hunt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well, actually, I hope you haven't. There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy. What do I care? I need to eat. I also need to pay for parts so the wife can keep the droids running. It's all about the credits. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds too. I suppose, but so what? When that resource goes belly up, I'll just move on. I'm just a wandering spirit, I guess. I'm not real popular with the others, but they just fool themselves. They're in it for the credits too. Uptight and cold like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. The Gamorreans are different. Good rowdy drinking buddies. Kirk and his boys, they understand that hunting is a business. Of course they hunt other things than raid, too. Just don't turn your back on them. Ever. Fine, whatever you want. Good hunt.
Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo, Untastar, Shiapa, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Colo, Luz, Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo, Golu, Anchibian, Goludio. Untastar, Shiapa, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Colo, Luz, Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo, Untastar, Shiapa, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Colo, Luz, Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo. Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo. Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo. Untastar, Shiapa, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Colo, Luz, Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo. Untastar, Shiapa, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Colo, Luz, Abuelta, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Rebut, Ikel, Irimo. Puntas, Unstar, Kel, Cheese, Punta Shelfa. Puntas, Punta del Chief, Punta Shelfa. Puntas, Punta del Chief, Punta Shelfa, Punta Shelfa, Punta del Chief. Colodusta, Puntas, Punta del Chief, Punta Shelfa. Abuela, Coloduf, Ivanlebu, Ikel Irimo, Punta Shelfa, Punta del Chief. Colodusta, Puntas, Punta del Chief, Punta Shelfa. Abuela, Coloduf, Ivanlebu, Ikel Irimo.
Naboda ni Winkies Mactoma. Wanakon best Chingpama Mulira. Tok Chingbang Monke. Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina Kunmama Mulira Rachikon. Slimo Patona. Undi Haldong the Chihonkabi.
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Naboda ni Winkies Mactoma. Wanakon best Chingpama Mulira. Tok Chingbang Monke. Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina Kunmama Mulira Rachikon. Slimo Patona. Undi Haldong the Chihonkabi.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka Uwan Kinkuna Ba Mulira Rachikun. Mucha Shakpanpa. Naboda ni Winkies Mactoma. Wanakun best Chingpama Mulira. Tok Chingbang Monkek. Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes. Uba Patu Koji. Tong Nongbong Shang Nung Yang. Tong Katoks Macdelia. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina Kunmama Mulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Undi Haldong the Chihonkabi. Naboda ni Winkies Mactoma. Wanakun best Chingpama Mulira. Tok Chingbang Monkek. Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Czerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Czerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Czerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Czerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Czerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course. Czerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I'll have to refer you to the representative kiosk. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Czerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Czerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. Czerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary. Farewell. Czerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Achua penti, yun patisa. Ichuba chikotka naga, kingu mwa mulira dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun. Kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa shank konti machitum. Chiwi aita katong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangit mama jikona. Tonk ipa nonku nek abog.
La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuya bijus kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama marulira rachikun. Slibo patona. Undi hotong da chihong kapi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuya bijus kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama marulira rachikun. Slibo patona. Undi hotong da chihong kapi. Jawana bota ayuhat tahonga chaptanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Wana mungwa gando do naga chuchu. Musha papupa, bola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo, boda wanga kumbes mulira rabes. Kuya bijus kuna jitanai. Ina kuna marulira rachikun. Slibo patona. Undi hodonga chihokabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi haldonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes.
Abuelita, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Webu, Miguel y Rimo, juntas al Shelfa, Ufta del Cliff, Colo, Luz, Abuelita, Colo, Luz, Ivan, Webu, Miguel y Rimo.